Hello friends, welcome back to the garden. So today we're going to do some quick garden maintenance. I have to put some mulch just right around the area that's surrounding the garden. And I'm also going to add some more mulch onto the back fence because I want the plants to pop, and we're headed into July. We're in the last few days of June and it is getting hotter, and so I want the plants to be protected with mulch. And I want just this garden path. There's some leaves that's coming out. I'll get out of the way. You can see there's some leaves that's like popping up, not leaves, but there's some grass that's popping up. So I just want to make sure that this area is nice and mulch. Here we go. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to do before I mulch is I'm going to remove all of the, oh, it's hot. I gotta remove all of the weeds before I add mulch on top of them because this is gonna pop through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm also gonna put some natural mulch around some of the plants that I hadn't mulched before. I planted a new pepper, and plus they're old peppers that I forgot that I planted. They took forever to come up, but now they're coming up in the garden bed. I'm gonna put mulch around that. And yeah, we're gonna do that for today. Today it's all about the mulch. It's starting to get hot. All right, here we go. Some shortcuts here. I didn't realize that over there in the bed there was so much grass that came up within the areas that I didn't plant any seeds in. I'm gonna put mulch over the weed. I guess I'll pull some up as I'm going. But I'll pull a bit up while I'm doing this, but I'm not doing it thoroughly. Whew. right, I ended up just putting some of the mulch just in the bare spots that has like some of the cardboard showing, and then after I'll weed it out and then I'll mulch it. But for now I'm going to focus on the back fence. Okay, back fence. So here's a quick update on the flowers. Remember the ones that we planted? I told you that looked sad. If you look over here, they're doing quite well. They're doing really well in their baskets or their planters. These guys are coming along well. This cabbage, it was super tiny the last time I showed you. It's not cabbage, it's lettuce. I have cabbage on my mind. So it's coming up quite well. This lettuce here, I actually harvested that yesterday. I harvested the green part yesterday from here and here, and I had a lot of salad over the past couple of days with that lettuce, and these guys are just coming along quite well. They look really great in that basket. This guy is just starting to flower. I haven't moved it. It's in the same container that I bought it in. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. Look at this grape vine. It's coming along quite well, actually. I see something that looks like flowers here, so I hope that I get something going. And this tree is actually growing all these new little buds. Those are like new pines coming out. So this is coming along quite well. In here, I actually planted, if you look, there's some Swiss chard seeds. I planted some over there. It looks like they probably died. And tomatoes, I'm gonna have tomatoes soon. Anytime you see a flower, that's gonna be a fruit. So tomatoes should be coming next month, and so should my raspberries. I've had quite a bit of strawberries from this particular plant. I think it's the ever-bearing strawberries, because there are two different types of strawberries. This is the ever-bearing one. I believe these two are as well. So, and I see a runner here, so that's good news. These guys are doing well. I've gotten quite a few strawberries from there. Something's been digging out on the corner of my asparagus. My asparagus, since I moved them, this plant has not been taking the move very well. It's still alive, but it's not producing like it used to. These guys, I'm just gonna let it flower. And then the blackberry bush, we see some flowers, and so some blackberries should be coming out soon. Then over here, I have more lettuce. Remember I was telling you guys about how I planted This lettuce, I guess I should harvest it because over here it's just drying out. Move my hand, you see it's drying out there. I've been so focused on harvesting the other lettuce, I've forgotten about these. Not forgotten about, I just wanted them to get a little larger, but it's time to harvest them. So this lettuce, a lighter one, is the one that came from the roll of supposedly 500 seeds, and this is just the regular one. Over there, that plant that's sticking up there, I believe it's a callaloo plant. I didn't plant it there last year. I planted it on the other end of the bed. So I don't know if that's an actual callaloo plant, but it looks just like it. And then the cabbage is doing quite well. I'm just lifting up the net so you could see the cabbage is doing well. The Swiss chards, they are drying up a bit. And here I have the sunflower trees. They should be growing, it said up to 8 feet tall, so it's going to be double the size by the end of summer if it really goes up to be 8 feet. So that's doing well. The carrots are in there. I will harvest them. I'll harvest them sometime in July. And this is the yes, the bell pepper that I planted. These are also bell peppers right here. Yeah, I forgot that I planted them. So I planted wildflowers out of it. I think it should be fine though. Again, here is a callaloo plant right there. This is like spinach. It's really yummy. We use it a lot in Caribbean dishes, but that's a callaloo plant. I planted it last year. It is not a perennial, but it did come back this year, so I appreciate that. So thank you for coming back. And then the tomato from seed. I'm not too sure what this is though. I'm not too sure what it is. I also planted some onions, but as you can see, I don't mind weeds, but when it takes over that much, it just, it's very annoying. And the cabbage over here is doing well. I wanted to show you guys some of the peas. See, I got 1, 2 peas, so I'm just waiting for them. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're coming along. Oh, y'all aren't seeing that. Here it is. So peas are right here. 1, 2. There's about 6 in total that's coming up over there. And then here as well, they're coming up. And I'm just gonna cover this back up with the net. Since I got rid of the corner, it hasn't been doing what it's supposed to do. So I have to get the corner back up. See what I mean? That corner is up, but this one is not. I moved the tomato plant. I moved it right here because it just wasn't working out and I didn't want it falling over. I also planted some more Swiss chards in that pot. And these tomatoes are Tiny Tims, the tomatoes in the pots. And so I don't know how tall they get. This is a blueberry plant. To fruit, I tried that, it's not working. Help me out if you know anything about growing blueberries. And yeah, the bush looks quite good. Oh, look at the raspberry. There's a red one already. Look, right here. These raspberries are gonna be so sweet. I'm gonna have to move the hosta over there because the raspberry bushes is taking over. See, the raspberry bushes is taking over that corner. Last year I actually had flowers in that corner. It looked really nice, the flowers with the hostas, but the raspberries like, nah, this is our turf, so I'll let them have it. My roses are growing up quite nicely. They're just so beautiful. They're looking quite lovely. I wish I had planted all 6 of them in ground. 4 were in pots, and I only put these 2 in ground and they survived, and the ones in the pots died. I grew some wildflowers in between here. see, so at the back that you see the wood, I'm just trying to keep the neighbor's grass out. But there's some wildflowers at the back. Those should be flowering soon. I put some cabbages here. Now, I was just experimenting to see if they'll survive. It looks like they are surviving, but I don't know if I will eat them because, you know, the red mulch is around it. Yeah, so that's how the back looks. I did not get to, I'm gonna finish doing this another day, mulching around here, but I'm too tired to mulch around here. But yeah, this is how it is looking at the back. Wildflower should be coming up between here and here and here. So it should be looking quite lovely. But yeah, this is how the garden is coming along so far. And, oh, I forgot to harvest these this time. Right here, I forgot to harvest it. This poor basket has fallen over at least 5 times. You could see some of the spillover. The bunny was being chased by my little guy and knocked it over. It was actually on that chair, knocked it over, so I just took it off because it fell like a number of times, so it's not working out. I should be getting tomatoes from here pretty soon. And yeah, that's about it. This is what's going on in the garden at the end of June. And the garden, you got to maintain it, and it takes some energy out of you sometimes, but it's totally worth it. I think that's it for today, guys. So that's it for the garden update, friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe. God bless you, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.